בשולחנות העובדים קוראים בצ'ק, אוכלים אל הדלתות. ובתוך הקלה הסגורה, הרנטים מתגוננת, ובלב רוטט היא רוצה לצאת, והתזמורת מנגנת.
Yes, no more. That was from Israel. If you want to know, that was Hadera. Hadera, Israel. Radio Fix 2525. I think it is this idea that something very simplistic, very simple, very easy to say, very uncomplicated is the way we do our things. It's the way we think, it's the way we act, it's the way we feel, it's the way we are. It's all about being very straightforward and simplistic. Today is Friday. Today is Shabbat Shalom. And I wish everybody Shabbat Shalom. And I hope you celebrate it with joy. That some of the Shabbat commandment to be joyful will enrich your life. And it's this music, even this music that I played, I couldn't see it coming, but it's kind of a Shabbat music. I think that is encouraging. Be now happy and joyful. And I think, I believe, it is a commandment. It is a directive, a commandment. Now we shall be happy. It is a commandment. The commandment of being happy. Where does that come from? To be happy, how can one explain without taking out, without the ability to take out and view what I am enriched with? Yes, the ability to see, hear, smell, taste, and hear. What I'm able to hear with my five senses could be a completion of some enjoyment. It is. In fact, I sat here, had tears in my eye when I was listening to some violin music. I couldn't help myself. It was not the tears of sorrow and sadness, but it is it is this from the deepest in our self, in the deepest sense, that when we laugh, we don't laugh out of mockery, out of belittling or something arrogant, or you are happy because someone is unfortunate. From this laughter, that is when you get moved. The joy comes out sometimes in tears. Sometimes I laugh and cry samtidig at the same time. Samtidig is at the same time. Laughter and cry, and you see, I have children that when they were rather young, they They laughed so much that they started to cry. And it is this intertwined, it is together, this feeling of laughter and deep, it's a deep touching thing that we end up in crying, we end up in tears. And sometimes I begin in tears and end up laughing, as I did today, as I saw someone playing music, and it was so beautiful that I started to laugh when I cried. And I went into the bathroom and saw tears under it. And you see, this kind of enjoyment, it is not a very superficial joy. It is deep rooted. The complete joy. Who can gain that? When you are suffering, when you are striving, be happy. Even in the New Testament, be always happy, joyful. And had this lecturer professor that said that you can't really be happy without the gratitude of things. I said that yesterday. I have a little bit of problem of writing it or talking about it, because it is rather big topic. You shouldn't be talking about being happy, being indifferent with others' suffering. But I bet, as I have seen in Africa, people that are suffering the most show the best gratitude, the joy of life. They don't mind so much that they don't have everything in order. So there is a difference between materialistic happiness and spiritual. The happy life. You only live once is an expression of, yes, be happy, be joyful, be appreciative of what you can have right now. And I think the moment of now, it's kind of important that you have this momentous thing, that what you can touch and feel now is making you happy, joyful. What now present to you is the real thing. And I think people are striving for both ambitions, wealth, and control. If I can control certain things, I get happy. In a certain sense, I get happy. And if you are going to buy something, you are looking forward to buy that thing. And but there is a great difference between happiness of materialistic achievements, selfish achievements, than to be happy for now. And what is now? Now is what I can taste. I have some coffee here, I have some biscuits, I have some nice seat. I can sit in a nice way. And as long as I'm not in so much pain or suffering or sickness, I'm happy. I'm happy because I'm okay, so to say. But I think still that is very superficial. That is very superficial. And what I think to be happy makes us search for what makes us really happy. That's the music I have been listening to. It's some deep. When you have tears and cry, I can watch a movie and see something very touchy in a scene. I see something very touchy and very human-like, like people that receive some encouragement, that people are made to laugh. When children laugh, what is more beautiful than that? When you have some, when you wake up, some people in their deepest sorrow, and they can open up for just this moment and see you. And when they see you, they see a smile. And when they see this smile, it reflects of something within that is so nice, so pretty, so beautiful, so wonderful. As they say in German, wonderful. Germans have good words for appreciation. So does I too. So my friends, to be happy is not taken for granted. It's not that we should take it for granted, but to look, to search, to see if there can be some enjoyment of something. I sit here often and laugh and so on, and I'm cheerful, and I'm happy for that. And people that see something like that may think that he is up to nothing. He is just wasting his time. I don't believe so. Because when you can say something that encourages other people in a good way, that is the instrument. This man that played the violin, he had this full Royal Albert Hall gathered with people that wanted to hear him, and he commented it. He said that they came for me to listen to me. Wow! It was this Yitzhak Perlman. He was born in Tel Aviv in 1945, and had played violin since he was 3.5 years old. So he said something very beautiful that I was reminded of him by Instagram. He said, because he had this performance playing for a big orchestra, and a conductor was there, and seemingly this music went along with his playing, and suddenly a couple of strings broke loose, and he stopped playing. The music stopped, so he stopped playing and said, continue. And the conductor continued, and they played, and he played in a very, very special, unique way with these 3 strings on his violin. That is something. That is And he said, in the end, something can get broken. Something can get broken in your life. But you use what you have. That was a beautiful wording of seeing. Always when I hear people that say, I like this, I like that. I don't have this, I don't have that. Use what you have. And there is a story in the Bible. I think it was about Moses. That said, I am incomplete. I don't have the words that I should convince the Israeli people. And he excused himself, yes, to avoid this, maybe happiness. Maybe he saw that the happiness, but he couldn't believe to grasp it, to contain it. So God is all about happiness. I believe God, when he is calling you, he calls you to some happiness, not some prison, not some... but you see, I saw this violinist playing, and he had been playing for plenty years. Since now he's about 70, 80, I think, I don't know. Born in 45, so now he should be among about some years, and he never got bored, or he always appreciated playing, and he was playing this violin with some other co-players. Some played piano, others played cello. And he said that something extraordinary that is happening when we play together. Something extraordinary. So if you share your happiness, this is sharing. You see, Moses didn't have these words that he believed in himself. He didn't believe his word to be convincing enough. And most of us have this kind of self-viewed dyslexia. No one hears it, no one sees it, but you see it yourself. You have this, you are tone deaf. You don't hear your own voice, you don't hear your own words. And maybe that was the tone deaf I experienced when I said something that provoked people so much, so they always dispute, they always contradict me and always disagree that I said something that was so potent that it was triggering people, and they blame me for being provocative. You love to provocate. No. I have my opinion said. Or is it wrong to have some opinion of mine? Why do you always have to show your disappointment that just single me, I'm just one, I am conveying my words? What is your problem with that? They had, of course, no answer, and maybe I said something very, very direct or something. I don't know. That is the deaf thing. And I think I have taken advantage of that kind of ability that I am not aware of. Can you see that? And maybe that kind of, maybe it makes people angry. I don't know. But I also use the language in order to make people smile. Try to make people laugh, so they can have a moment of laughter. And I think to share what you have, give away your ideas, your recipes, give it away, because you will make the marvelous food. You will get so rich that you can't contain anything. Maybe that was the most. He was so prophetic that he saw that his people today appreciate Moses so much, and Moses saw that. Maybe he saw that and said, I shouldn't be the one that people admire that much. Let me slay down this Egyptian. Let me do some murdering. Let me do some killing. Maybe he didn't like to be in people's view in so pretty way. It is also stated that Moses' face after meeting God was shining, so they need to cover it. What is that? God, as I said, I think this is the proof of God is happiness. That you shine when you are in contact with God. You shine. You don't become judgmental. People they think that God is so judgmental. No. No. God is happiness. He makes you smile. He makes you enlightenment. What is this? So, my friends, people get very depressed without God. People have no life without God. As someone said, without God, the society is brought into chaos, decay, because there is no happiness. And I thought of this. I will share this. And if any football player are listening to this, which I bet everyone, even Putin, when I talk to him, let me shut up. What is this? Even Putin, when I told him to back down, I'm not Trump, but he could have listened to me. If any football player is listening to this, I will give you a recipe of winning all the time. I saw some Norwegian player that was maybe a very skilled player, but he hadn't the faintest idea of the game. It's called football game. I think they forgot the game, the word game, because it is a game. It's not called football competition, which it is, but the game. It is a game, and with games you should be happy. So I see many trainers and football players that is not entirely happy. They don't show happiness. If you see someone very skilled football player, when they are at their best, they seems to be so happy. Just the little drop of happiness. So if the entire team have something to share, they do it in a so unique way. I wish that the Israeli listen to this talk, because this is a great attribute in the football match, that you show some happiness. Be happy. And I think to succeed, you don't need a lot of energy and capacity and education. You just be happy. Be happy with what you, with where you are at the moment where you are now. The moment and the place you are happy. Just try to motivate yourself to be so happy that it will last for 90 minutes. And in the pause, in the football, after 45 minutes or more, you have this 10 or 15 minutes pause. The trainer should say, can we make a laughter? Can we smile? Can we do something funny? Can we have a cheerful moment now? Because that people seems to be so exhausted when they are playing. I think the one that runs, because I see when a football player loses his ball to an opponent, he runs even more. He runs because he's so aggravated, so provoked, and he exhausts himself for no reason. But if he had this enjoyment that Ronaldinho, I would mention Ronaldinho, he had this laughter on his face, and no one could play as Ronaldinho. If you Google Ronaldinho, I would be happy because he was the master of happiness on the field. And I think that encouragement. You see, as I mentioned before, I went together with some ladies in Israel and everything was wrong. And that, more than anything, I came to that realization. More than anything, I was drained out of motivation and energy just by them hearing and considering their complaining. It was just a pity state. And to hear someone that is always complaining, that is, if you are complaining to your friends, you shouldn't do it. Be respectful. Search for something that you can cheer your friends up with. It's not only about you, you see. So if we share what good is happening, if we can't ignore what is bad, but at least give moments of happiness. So Shabbat, I think it is the moment where we really contemplate about how rich, how fortunate, how happy and lucky we are to be existing now. In this moment, very moment. Even during wartime, I wish people could cool down and make cheers of life, l'chaim. That is my wish for everyone, Putin, and everyone to sit down at the table and take the Shabbat meal together. All the leaders of the world say, shouldn't we be more happy than angry at each other? That is war, my friends. Be happy, because God have given us this life, and to make ourselves happy, we have to work a little bit on that. So, my friends, I wish you all happiness, fortune and fame, whatever. And I hope that you get the loveliest Shabbat Shalom.